Westy here. Okay, I've been doing a fair bit of work on this HK450 GT Pro, and it's got a KDS FLYMENTOR system on it. I've done a whole lot of testing on it and flying, and the actual gyro is not really good enough to run a decent digital servo. So, because this one's running a Savox servo, which you can see there. It's a Savox, I think it's an 042 or something like that, DS042, DS062MG. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because of KDS you can actually bypass the gyro. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a decent gyro on it. In this case I'm going to put a Mini G, Curtis Youngblood Mini G on it, and that should really sort out this tail end and make it a nice stable heli. Now, to do that, what I had to do, I had to make some real estate space on this heli, and because there's not a lot of room on it, what I had to do, I had to file down the frame from overlapping on this bottom plate here. I had to take off the CCD camera off the FLYMENTOR system. And while we're on that topic, if you have a look under, when they're talking in the manuals on these KDS units, they're talking about you know, which way to put your gyro and which way to put your CCD camera. Now, it tells you to put the arrow of the camera to the front and then the gyro to the front, but you can't see the arrow because it's mounted, and the arrow is actually on the bottom of the camera. So basically the wires hanging out to the back means that the arrow is facing forward. So in this case we're going to be having the wires towards the back to have the arrow facing forward, like so on the helicopter, and the gyro on the actual KDS unit at the bottom here, we're going to have that facing to the front also. So when we do our configuration, we're going to be setting it up on front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount my gyro, my Mini G gyro. I'm going to mount that just in here. I'm going to put it through the side here, like so. And then I'm going to, so that all the wiring can go to the correct places. And then I'm going to put the CCD camera on this other side of this here with self-adhesive. So it's sitting on the edge here, but it's going to be a fair bit of grip on there, and so those two units will sit side by side like so. Okay, and what I had to do, I had to file the surface off the actual bottom face of the chassis to get it smooth, so that there was no lip hanging up over the top, so I could get a nice good grip on with the self-adhesive. So I'll get that all on, and I'll just sit that in, and we'll start setting up the gyro, the Mini G. Cool, thanks for watching. As you can see, I've got my Mini G gyro mounted on the back here, so you can see that there. And then I'm going to put my CCD camera for the FLYMENTOR, and I'm going to sit it just in here so that I can get to my, I'm going to sit it right there. Okay, I could actually fit it like that, but I'm going to actually put it like so, with the wires coming out the side, just like that, just like that. Okay, and I'll mount that on with some double-sided tape, and that'll give it a good solid location. And I'm just going to use a piece of 3M double-sided tape, and I'm going to just sit it in like so. Alright, so I'll just get that done and we'll be right back. To mount the CCD, I've got my one-sided tape here, double-sided 3M tape. I've cut it to profile so that it's going to be nice and easy to get on, and I'm going to just get it so that the wiring just sits in the side here, and I'm going to sit it nice and snug so that it's got plenty of area and contact space so it can actually stick on. Just sit that on like so, push hard. That's on nice and good now. Okay, so that's pretty much how I'm going to set mine up, and we're all good to go.